So you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to focus on the arrival of new content in Black Ops Cold War, and we're specifically going to focus on two things. First of all, I'm going to give you my impressions of the Express map remake, and then we're going to speak a little bit about the arrival of League Play. Now, if you do enjoy the video at any portion, please don't forget to drop a like, and if you are new here, consider subscribing with the notification bell click so you get my Call of Duty videos as soon as they are published. So, I haven't played Cold War for a little while, and I thought today was the perfect day for me to come back into the game to give it another chance. And with the announcement that Express was going to return as a remake, I thought to myself, yeah, I'll definitely download it. Absolutely love Express as a map. One of my all-time favourites, I would say, quite underrated by some people. And Express reminds me of the era where I actually started watching YouTube. One of the first YouTubers I ever watched for Call of Duty, as most of you will know, who has helped me grow my channel in an insane way at the start, is 402 Thunder. And him with Black Worm and the camping on Express takes me back to a really good place in Call of Duty's history. And it was really exciting to hear that this map was remade, so you can imagine me flying upstairs to put my PlayStation on. Now, for me, it's a double whammy really. I love Call of Duty, loved Express, and I thought to myself, this would be quite epic for two reasons. The double whammy being, I'm a train driver, and I'm born in the 80s. Cold War set in the 80s, I thought to myself, this should be an absolutely epic reskin. I wonder what the train's going to look like. I wonder what the station's going to look like. And then lo and behold, as I loaded up the game and went for Express 24/7, I saw the thumbnail. And to my surprise, it looks exactly like 2025, which is when Black Ops 2 was set. Not too far from the day and age we live in now, and the trains do actually look like the trains in the day and age we live in now. Utterly disappointed. Why? Mainly because the lack of imagination from Activision and the likes of Trakky. These people can keep telling me that they're pushed for time, but don't put out things as remakes if they don't follow the narrative of the game that you currently have out. I may be overreacting here, but personally I think this is inexcusable behaviour by Activision and by Trakky. You cannot have a game set in the 80s and then randomly throw in a map that doesn't look like it belongs in this era. I don't understand who sat down and thought to themselves that this was the right thing to do. Now, I've seen stuff on Twitter, and I've seen Drifter say also he doesn't care that it's not set in the 80s because it takes him back to a time and an era. Well, I do care about it being set in the 80s simply because that's what I expect to see when I play Black Ops Cold War. Yes, the nostalgia is very important, but the remake and the reimagination of the map is equally important to me. I really thought we was going to get something that would look really special. They would have obviously gone out and done their research to find out what trains look like in the 80s. Here's a train from the 80s, the Intercity 125 with a Valenta engine in. Absolutely iconic train from my era. This was from the 70s as well, but it was built in the 80s also. But I'm just really disappointed, as you probably can hear from my voice, because it's mainly about the principle for me. And the principle is, this map is literally a copy and paste. That is what it is. And for all this, oh, we're going to get free content now, we're going to get free maps. This ain't free content. This isn't the free content I'm expecting anyway. I would have rathered, currently as things are going, continue to pay for DLC. I don't really care about the community splitting up if it's going to equal quality maps, because that's what we used to get. Quality map packs with quality maps. And yes, there are a few outliers there, but I don't expect to continually see this kind of regurgitated stuff. And even when we've had remakes, they've been different, they've looked different. Standoff was done in Black Ops 3. It was done like the Wild Wild West era. It made sense as to what they done. They obviously spent time on the map. Here, we can literally see all they've done is got the renders up to go along with the power of the consoles and the PCs that we are using now, but nothing has changed in this map. I'm really disappointed. Anyway, before this turns into a massive rant video, League Play is coming on the 8th of February, and this is something I don't know how I feel about in the current circumstances of Call of Duty. Why are you saying this, Trakky? Well, currently the game is set up, and it's evidently clear because we've done our research, we've spoke about this a lot of times. Skill-based matchmaking in Activision's eyes and the developers' eyes is beneficial to the newer player and retaining that said newer player. This also equals a lot of money for Activision. So what is the point of League Play? Apart from having some associated medal to correspond with your rank, there's no real incentive apart from that. And even then, that isn't enough of an incentive to me, unless they're going to give weapon skins that you can only get in that particular game mode, operator skins that you can only get in that particular game mode. Only then would it make any real sense to me, because we are already playing a ranked version of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We know you get matched with players who have a equal skill set, and for me, if we have League Play, then the only right thing to do would be to remove skill-based matchmaking out of the casual aspect of the game, or at least tone it down real low. But they're just not going to do that, because we know what it's about now. We understand what is the driving force behind the consistent inclusion of skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty. And for that reason, League Play just seems as if it's just a redundant idea altogether now in Call of Duty. I don't know, you guys tell me down in the comment section how you feel about it. And also, whilst you're down in the comment section, tell me, did you expect a full 80s remake of Express, or am I just overreacting because I'm a train driver? The only plus I can give Express is it is actually a 3-lane map that plays very well. There are power positions, you can rush, you can camp. Absolutely gorgeous map, and I really do hope and pray that we start to get some original content at least that works in a similar way to how Trakky used to design maps. Something tells me the team that have designed the maps in the past no longer work with the company, and everybody is conforming to this new era of Call of Duty that Activision wants to put out there. But guys, down in the comment section, you let me know how you feel about the remake. Did you expect an 80s version? And how do you feel about the inclusion of League Play? Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they took your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.